What's up, Duma Family? So today we're going to be talking about a touchy subject. We're going to be talking about sexual abuse. I'm sure by now a lot of you guys have heard about the new documentary on HBO called Leaving Neverland, where Michael Jackson allegedly abused kids sexually, two in particular in this documentary. Now, I'll be honest, just like many of you guys, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. So when I heard about this, I was like, here they go again, trying to get my guy. Because as you guys know, there was allegations in the past, and he was found not guilty, of those allegations. However, now, 2019, here we are again. So I did go into it, I would say probably a little bit biased, and it's 4 hours long, just a heads up if you haven't seen it. It's two parts. Part 1, 2 hours, part 2, 2 hours. So it is pretty long, and I just want to give you guys my thoughts. A lot of people ask me on Instagram and on my socials, hey, what do you think about that new documentary? Because people know obviously that I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson. So I have to be honest. Is it possible that he did these things? Yes, absolutely. Do I believe that he did these things? Not so much at this point. I'm not 100% convinced. Unlike an R. Kelly case where there's overwhelming evidence and there's video footage, here it's a one-sided documentary with these two guys and their families, and the same one guy, I don't want to give it all away, I want you guys to go and see it and see for yourself. He testified for Michael Jackson multiple times, saying that Michael never did those things to him. And then you find out that, I think it was in 2011, he went and tried to get a gig for the Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson production and was denied, and his career was crumbling and all that. And then he tried to sue for $1.5 billion, and now was thrown out. And, it definitely has that feel as these guys are just motivated by getting that fat check. And unfortunately, when you're of Michael Jackson's stature and of wealth, you are a target for all of these things. I also find it kind of fishy. For instance, also on Instagram, you have Austin Brown that says, this is my last comment because I never comment on this situation, but you should know that Wade 10 years ago told me personally how he was offered money to do exactly what he's doing now, but would never, because it never happened. And he loved MJ. Funny how 10 years later, after his multiple tributes and Michael now being dead, this comes out of left field. What I'm telling you is a fact, so it's up to you to decipher for yourself. Hopefully you're smarter than that. So I don't know. Again, I don't want to seem insensitive, because there's plenty of kids that did face sexual abuse. And for those kids, I don't want to just paint this brush that, everyone's lying, they're just out there to try to get them, because that's not the case. There are really people who have been sexually abused. And if it turns out that these kids were, I will be obviously heartbroken, but I'll be the first to, get on board and, so to speak, fight for justice. But I think we just need more evidence, if these allegations are true. I don't know how they're going to provide that evidence. And also you have to see that Michael is not here to defend himself. Michael died 10 years ago. Why wait this long to come out? It's a big mess. But one thing I got out of this that's very important is parents, keep an eye on your kids as much as you can. Obviously, as parents, we do the best that we can, and things still happen. But in this case, I don't care who you are, Michael Jackson or not, it is not okay to be sleeping with kids in your bedroom. Now, do I believe that Michael was weird in certain ways? Absolutely. That he was a child in an adult body? Absolutely. He never had a childhood, all those things. Yes, I do. And that's why I believe that he was always around kids, and also that he just had a good heart and wanted to give back to the less fortunate. A lot of times you saw Michael would focus his attention on kids who had less, the kids who were ill, and built this Neverland for those kids so they could come and enjoy, he helped so much and gave so much money to these charities. So it's just hard for me to fathom that the guy who's saying heal the world, make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race, would be doing something like this. Man in the mirror is just hard to believe. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Could he have mesmerized all of us with his beautiful messages and been a different person behind closed doors? That is absolutely possible as well. So I don't want to believe it just like anybody else, but if it happens that it's true, we will have to accept that fact. But as of right now, my thoughts, my reaction is go see it for yourself. You tell me in the comments below, what do you think? If you really think he did this, please tell me and let me know and tell me the reason why. And if you're like me and you're kind of like undecided, or if you're completely like, no, these guys are lying and they just want some money, because they say that they're not getting paid off of this documentary off of HBO. Okay, let's say that's true. However, the newfound fame or the revamped fame in their lives can lead to interviews and different opportunities. And one thing that I've learned is people don't care about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. So unfortunately, we live in a world today that if you want to lie, and you can, and that's more entertaining or that will pick up traction, you could find ways to monetize that. So again, comment below, let me know what your thoughts were. And until next time, I'm Dukes. Take care.